911, what's the problem?
My mommy's in the basement, and I need emergency, and I need hello.
Where at?
I'm at, and I'll go ask my mommy. Mommy, I'll tell you where we at. I'll tell you. I need.
Let me see your mom.
No, she's almost dead. Mommy, where are we at? Tell me, I got the police on the phone. Tell me.
Came up with a plan after the victim tried to discipline them. Today, Ingram told me 2 of the teens are her brother's own children.
His sons just wasn't, they wasn't ready to accept discipline, and it's very hard for our family because not only did I lose my brother, we're dealing with my nephews as well.
The boy's mother spoke to members of the council public safety panel.
I said, he's out breaking these folks' cars. Could y'all please get him up the street and take him down, let him know, but somebody killed my son.
Both Cameron and 12-year-old Zion Charles died as a result of the weekend shooting.
Listening to the other mother speak about not having the resources, in my situation, we had all the resources. But the one thing that we were unable to deal with was the community, the environment, the city.
Until I know that he is okay, because he is in critical condition, I'm not going to sleep at all.
A family heartbroken while a boy's life hangs in the balance. This Ring video showing what appears to be 3 teens running into a car after Nazir was shot.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus, yeah. Celebrities. Let's talk about Karen events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PG Time. PG Time. Tune in on PG Time. PG Time. Come join us on PG Time. PG Time. Join us on PG Time. PG Time. Yeah.
It's
What up,
girl,
though?
the missus with the kisses. Mwah. What's good, y'all? What's goody in the city, baby? I guess he just had to, y'all. He just had to. What's good? I miss y'all. Hold on, let me get this. I know I'm messing it up, but I just don't I don't like looking lopsided. There, that's perfect.
What turned your head?
No, that was perfect.
It was not.
Okay, sorry, y'all. Sorry. Now, he supposedly had gotten this together.
I did.
Right before the show. I don't know what's going on now.
Tennille comes in messing with stuff.
I can't help it. Look at you in the all red. Looking all fly and everything. That's what you wore to work today?
There you go.
That's what you wore to work today?
There you go.
Act like I ain't seen him leaving this morning. That's what you wore to work today? You look nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyways. Pooh know I'm crazy. He already know, just like y'all know. But anyways, what's good, y'all? What's goody? Thank y'all for coming. We got an explosive when I say explosive show for y'all tonight. I suggest that y'all get y'all tissues. I got mine right here. I got some for Pooh too, just in case he decided to shed a tear tonight. When y'all see that face, that means the tears coming. It's on its way. It's on its way. Oolie, how was your day today?
Yeah, it was a day.
It was a day.
Yeah.
It seems like you be having hard days at the shop.
Times I do.
At times you do. Y'all, we finna get started. Let's look in the chat. We got Mama Peach here. Hey, Mama Peach. Mama Peach says she is watching on Roku TV.
Shout out
to Roku. Make sure if y'all got a Roku TV, please make sure y'all watch it on Roku. Also make sure you have your phones next to you just as well, so that you can comment and I can see it. Okay, because I can't see it when you're watching on Roku. Mama Peach got it on her phone and probably on a laptop, tablet. Ain't no telling. What's up, Lawrence? We got Lawrence.
What up, Merle?
Andrea. Hey, Andrea.
What's up?
We got Josette in the building.
What up, though, Josette?
Hey, Miss Joyce. Hey, girl. She got my whole government name down there. Let me take that down. We got my girl BG in the building. We got my girl Audra in the building. What's good? What's good? Got him. What's good, Queen Me? Thank y'all so much. Once again, I am going to go ahead and get started because we got a lot of clips for y'all tonight. We might not be able to go through all of them. It all depends on what type of mood Poolie in and everything. So
I'm sleepy.
See? He's sleeping every time it's time for PGT time, seem like. Always sleepy. But it's okay. Because we going to wake him up. That's what we going to do. So let's get started, y'all. Here go the fair usage.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
This is a very unusual way to commit an armed robbery in our city.
The chief nailed it there, taking an Uber to and from your own bank robbery. All that red money in the alleged suspect's pocket, they call that a clue. Let's back up to Thursday at Huntington Bank in Southfield. A 911 call comes in.
I'm calling to report a confirmed robbery.
A masked man, allegedly 41-year-old Jason Christmas, hands the teller a note saying this is a robbery. He didn't know the teller slipped a dye bag and there's several thousands of dollars in cash. It exploded when he left the bank to taint the money. He casually gets into the Uber, patiently waiting in the parking lot.
99, we're right at Southfield. He's pulled over. The 1.1.
After dropping Christmas off, the Uber driver gets pulled over nearby on 696 after Southfield police found his plate on surveillance video from the bank. But he, of course, was innocent and unaware.
Anytime you get a ride share, your identity is shared with the driver, who in turn can share it with law enforcement if a crime is used.
That info from the driver led police right to Christmas, where he lived at the Heights of Southfield apartments.
Dad, you get shot or something? Why you have the dress up all over you? Oh,
Definitely wasn't blood.
He had the same clothes on from the robbery, which is covered in dye.
Dye on the money, even on the Uber driver's back seat. Chief says they're not sure why Christmas allegedly did this, but 'tis the season.
There's a lot of anxiousness to have money to, buy gifts for your loved ones. Because again, this is that time of the year where individuals try to take advantage of our community and commit these types of crimes.
Christmas was charged with bank robbery. He's being held on a hefty $500,000 bond, no 10%. Now, the irony in all of this, he actually had a suspended license, which is why he took an Uber to the bank robbery, because he was worried about getting caught without a license. Jessica Dupnack, Fox.
What the fuck?
I got the wrong background up on top of it. But yes, he took an Uber, y'all. This man literally took an Uber to go and rob the bank. To go and rob the bank. And he took the Uber and he didn't drive his own car because he was concerned. He was concerned that he might get caught. That's what he said. Y'all heard it. I just don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. And the Uber driver waited on him. But I'm sure he didn't know. I hope he didn't know that he was trying to rob the bank. And then come out. You know what that reminded me of? When the red was on the money. What you and Hov was watching over here at the house. On YouTube, was it? And they had the gender reveal.
Oh.
And was scaring the people in the stores. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. That's what it reminds me of. BG said creative.
Stupid.
So I had to say, I'm dead. I'm just dead.
Stupid.
I mean, that don't make any sense. Like, why would you do something like that?
Like what?
Go and rob a bank. Now, I know, y'all, it's hard out here in these streets.
I'll rob a bank too.
Why,
but I'm not
why would
Uber.
you say something like that on here?
I'm just saying. You and Dire.
Tell them you just playing.
I ain't playing.
Yes, he
if
is.
You and Desperate Dire.
Yes, he is.
Listen. If I end up in that position where he in, I don't know what position he in, but it got to be bad to where this man.
No, it don't have to be bad. You have ignorant people that got mental health issues. Some don't. Well, that go out and just rob a bank because they try to buy their kids stuff for Christmas.
But that's what
you better tell them doggone kids they ain't getting nothing.
That's what the news said.
I'm just saying in general.
That man probably trying to pay rent.
Put me out. Put me out. I ain't finna rob no bank to pay no rent. I'm not.
I'm not calling no Uber after I rob him though.
What you robbing the bank for? What would be something that you have to rob the bank for?
My car note.
Yep. Why would you sit here and say something like that? Yeah, who playing with y'all? He is just joking.
I'm just saying, man.
He says things that
some
to
people
spark,
actually
to spark my nerve.
Some people just do shit.
In a minute, I'm gonna have to go get the fan.
You have no real reason why. You don't know why. When they tell you why, you're gonna be like, that was not good enough. It was good enough for them.
Yeah, for that ignorance. I'm not finna go rob no bank. I don't care what I'm going through.
You're not finna go rob no bank.
You go rob a bank if you want to. Go rob a bank if you want to. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. Y'all have heard it first. Exclusive. If Pooley rob a bank.
That's how fast I'm getting away.
1, 2. Me and the kids gone. Me, Trey, and Kid. We gone. Everybody got time. I got time to be trying to hide Pooley and all that because he don't ride the bank. I'm scared the dog gonna spend the money. Nah.
How the hell they gonna know it's me? I didn't call a ride share.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes, Audra. Oh, hell no.
And I didn't drive my car.
Y'all, Pooley is playing. He is playing South Bend Police. If y'all watching, my husband is playing with y'all.
I'm not wearing my shoes.
You know, Bernardo said that South Bend Police be watching sometimes. Hey!
hell South Bend police don't do to me here?
Nothing.
Exactly my fault.
Nothing. But sometimes things can happen. Sometimes things can happen in another state. So here go our takeoff update. Here we go. I'm gonna applaud right now. Shout out to Houston police for catching the murder for what's his name, for Takeoff. Allegedly. I was gonna add that. Even though I got the Houston police on here saying it.
Beat you to
but
it.
I'm still gonna say it because how do we know? Everybody done did all this research. I don't know if I remember them saying Patrick. Maybe they did. But it was just so much on it.
Maybe that's his real name.
It is his real name. They were saying real names and street names.
They might have just said his street name and never said his real name.
Could have. Mob Radio. Y'all check out Mob Radio. Check out everybody else that covered it because there's so many people that covered it. But let's get into this update. Shout out to Houston Police Department once again. Here we go.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus.
First at 6, 1 month after Migos rapper Takeoff was shot and killed in Houston, police have now made an arrest. This is the second arrest in the case just this week, but police say this suspect is the person who they believed fired that deadly shot.
11 Live Latasha Gibbons has been following this story from the very beginning. She joined us now in the studio with the very latest. Latasha.
Well, Ron and Jennifer, Houston police say they used shooting reconstruction tools to determine what weapons were involved in the shooting, and from there they were able to determine Patrick Xavier Clark fired the fatal shot, ending Takeoff's life. The 33-year-old was arrested yesterday, and after so much unconfirmed information about this case was circulating, detectives lay out what they were able to determine actually happened that night. And they tell us they were able to confirm there was a lucrative dice game that night and there was an argument that followed. But they made it very clear that Takeoff was not involved in that dice game, the argument, and wasn't armed. Detectives say he was simply an innocent bystander.
More than entertainer, he was a son, a brother, cousin, and a friend, and a mentor to those in the music industry. This is a significant step towards seeking justice, and I hope it also brings additional comfort to all of those who love Takeoff.
Investigators also say this arrest came with zero help from the more than 30 people who were at the scene.
Sergeant Michael Burrow with the Homicide Division. The chief was very gracious in recognizing a lot of the partners that we were involved with in this case. I did want to recognize a couple of other people that, or organizations that helped a lot with the investigation. The Houston Forensic Science Center, our lab rats, so to speak, the people that do our forensic analysis, they work behind the scenes a lot. They don't get a lot of recognition, and they helped us answer a lot of important questions in this case when others would not. That includes our firearms section, our latent print section, our crime scene. Quick note, just I know there's going to be a lot of questions about the investigation. The investigation is still ongoing. We still have a lot of people that we're trying to locate and talk to, so we will be a little bit short on details here. We probably will not be able to answer all of your questions, but I can tell you, to confirm some of the speculations out there, the event was a private party. There was a lucrative dice game that went on at the event. There was an argument that happened afterwards outside the bowling alley, which led to the shooting. I can tell you that Takeoff was not involved in playing the dice game. He was not involved in the argument that happened outside. He was not armed. He was an innocent bystander. Some important case factors. The chief was mentioning some of the timing here. I mean, we've boiled it down to over 30 people that were standing outside. We have an exact number, but we're not going to put that out. When the shooting happened, literally every single one of those people left the scene without giving a statement to police. We found a few of them that night. We found others since then. But it's important that those people come forward. And we're still looking to talk to a lot of those people. And we're looking to find you. It will be easier if you come find us. It'll be easier for you. It'll be easier for us as well. Essentially we had to rely on a large volume of video surveillance evidence that came in, and cell phone videos and audio, things that surfaced over time in some cases that weren't available immediately. We had to sift through all of that and use physical evidence and use shooting reconstruction and confirm a lot of our ballistic evidence, what weapons were involved, things of that nature. And through that, we were able to deduce that Patrick Clark is the lethal shooter in the case. And that's why he's being charged with murder.
All right. So
I need my tissue.
no, that ain't what you need tissue for. Tissue coming up. But that was our update on Takeoff. I don't want to stay too long on that topic at all. We covered the Takeoff story a few times. But they say they got the killer. So kudos. All we can do is go by what the news broadcast say. You know, a lot of people has been reaching out to me, asking me to cover the Shanquella story again. There's nothing else for me to cover. I don't know why everybody keep covering the same stuff over and over and over again. There is nothing else for me to cover at this time. But, when we get in the news, a news broadcast that say Deja Knight, news broadcast from the U.S., that Deja Knight has been arrested, then hey, I will cover it again. Do I feel like she has been arrested? Part of me do. And I just feel like they just ain't telling everything, because I know that sometimes polices, and Poola, you know that, the police have to keep things to themselves. They can't tell the public everything. So it is a possibility. Maybe she is. I don't know. But it's a lot of lies that's being told with that, and that's what it is. But again, shout out to Houston police officers. It did take what, about a month and a half maybe for them to catch him. The only thing that I have to say is it's sad that it's still so many other families out there that go years and years and years. What was that for? Yes, years and years. Yes. Years and years and years.
Man, just
I'm just asking, what was that for? Look, y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is raw. Y'all gonna get it, okay? This Peachy Tea Time, Peachy talk to these. That say Peachy. Oh my gosh, that say Peachy News.
Mm-hmm.
Why you ain't say nothing? You knew it said Peachy News.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, sorry y'all. I don't want to get y'all confused. Is this right? Yes, this is right. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to make sure I keep up with everything. Y'all know we got some everything going on over here in Peachy Tea Time world. Okay, so before we get to the next one, let's read Andrea right quick, because me and Poolie was cracking up. She said, only way I'm robbing the bank is if my kid need a medical procedure and I ain't got the money. Be like Denzel in that movie where he took that hospital hostage because of his son. 100. That was one of my favorite movies. It was called John Q. I love John Q. Let's give it shout out to John Q. Shout out to God for bringing us John Q. Oh shit.
See?
Explicit language and everything is allegedly. You are over. You still are over the place. What happened?
You?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, he trying to fix the camera.
I told you about your cords.
The cords be everywhere. Y'all, let me tell y'all. Don't forget, you can buy stars. You can buy stars to help support Peachy Tea Time. Y'all know I don't ask for much. The main thing that I want y'all to do, forget these stars. Just make sure you share. You know what I'm saying? Share. That's the main thing for me. You know, if you want to donate, I take the donation. Lord knows I take it to go towards Peachy Tea Time. But more importantly, please share this video, because the more of y'all people that see it, the more they'll come and watch Peachy Tea Time and subscribe. Okay, so let's get into. All right, y'all. Here we go. This is the second one.
have been arrested, accused of shooting and killing a man overnight. Police responded to the Paces River apartment homes after reports of a shooting. That's just off Celanese Road, not far from I-77 and Cherry Road. We've mapped it for you. When police arrived, they found a 38-year-old man dead from a gunshot wound. WBTV's Morgan Newell live for us tonight in Rock Hill with more on these breaking developments. Again, Morgan, teenagers now under arrest.
Molly, the first three are just 14-year-olds. The fourth, 15 years old. And police say this all led up because of a disciplining that happened earlier in the day, and that decided was the murder.
I'm just kind of in awe that there was somebody killed here.
Quiet, safe, a great place to live. Those words used by residents of Paces River apartment homes to describe their home. But after a homicide in one of the apartment buildings, a resident is using a much different word.
I'm kind of shocked by it. That scares me. That does scare me a little bit. Because, I know it can happen anywhere, but it's, like I said, it's always been quiet.
Tips given to the police led them to 4 teenagers, 3 14-year-olds and 1 15-year-old. That caused the unease, the 4 apparently conspiring to shoot the man that disciplined them earlier in the day.
It was very disheartening because we're talking about youth who have a whole lot of life in front of them. But now, because of a decision that they made, a lot of lives are negatively impacted, and the future that they could have is definitely not still available to them.
Police used a K-9 team to track down that gun in the woods surrounding the apartment complex. They say the teens got the gun illegally, but are still investigating how.
What we want the youth to know is that there's better ways to handle things. We don't want youth violence in our community. Nobody wants that. And we know that family members of youth do not want their juveniles to go and be in prison for crimes that just could be avoided in general.
Police and K-9 teams have cleared out, but the crime that happened here still weighs heavy on the minds of the residents.
So just really shocked that there was a gun violence shooting here, because like I said, it's a very quiet neighborhood, and everyone I've ever met here has been great, and it's just scary to think that somebody got murdered here.
Now, those teenagers are charged with murder and conspiracy to commit murder. I am told by police that they are working with the courts to see if these teens should be charged as adults. Reporting live in Rock Hill, Morgan Newell, WBTV, on your side.
So young, Morgan.
Welcome to the hood, Mr. Man. Welcome to the hood. This is how we live. This is how we live. Things happen. And it don't matter what neighborhood it's in. You can get it too. You can get it too, Mr. Man. I'm just saying. It happens everywhere. It may not happen in your community as much as it happens in the hood. But it happens everywhere. You go to the nicest neighborhood. You better be worried that they're going to break in your house. Because they think you got some money. They think you got some money. You biking.
That's it. I thought.
Yeah.
It looks like.
And be mad as hell when they come up in there and see that
Mad as hell. When
you ain't got shit. You just as broke as them.
I ain't got no furniture, nothing.
You know what I'm saying? It's people that it's some areas y'all got to understand that they got Section 8. You know what I'm saying? They got nice Section 8. You can have you a nice ass home in a nice ass neighborhood and be broke as all of us that's watching. No, we're not broke. We all not broke. You know what I'm saying? We are not broke. We're not gonna claim that on our show. We are rich in love. and positive energy. We rich in positive energy. Don't say.
I'm about to. She played too much. I don't have time.
Fully crazy. Okay, y'all. We finna get to this next one. I'm just saying. Look, Andrew said, laugh out loud. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She get it. She understand. She understands. Now let's get to the second clip of this. This was sad. This was really, really sad, y'all. The daddy, he decided to take his kids out of the bad neighborhood. And we talked about this earlier today. He took them out the bad neighborhood, put them in the good neighborhood. And he didn't like what they wrote on Instagram. He didn't like it, so he took their phones. It was 4 kids. 3 of them was 14 years old, and the other one was 15. So we figure, allegedly, that the 15 and the 14-year-old was his, or he could have had a set of twins. Or he could have just had 2 kids from 2 different mamas and got them pregnant around the same time. Either or. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It could be either or, one of those scenarios. And the kids didn't like it. They didn't like to be disciplined. They called up their other homies, cousins, whatever they was, because they haven't really said. And
conspired.
They lured him out of the house and killed him over an Instagram post. I mean, over Instagram. Your daddy taking your phone from you. He gonna give it back. He gonna give it back eventually. You will get it back. And if he don't give it back, you gotta get grown. And then you go get your own shit. Can't nobody take it from you when you grown. And you pay for it yourself.
You got a couple, man. You ain't got, man. You can do this on your own right now.
You sure
want
can.
your own phone? You go get you a job. You can get your own phone.
Cut grass, shovel snow. You got an all year plan where you can get bread. I'm just saying. Yes.
What was that?
Who? These people?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see if we gonna see on the next clip. I can't stand when people ask me, so where was they at?
You said shovel snow.
Yeah, I did say shovel snow. I did. Here we go, y'all.
No snow.
Family torn apart by a deadly shooting. They're asking for prayers.
4 teens are now facing murder charges in connection to the 38-year-old man's death. The shooting happened Monday at an apartment complex on Paces River, just off I-77. Channel 9 South Carolina reporter Tina Terry is at the police department tonight and just spoke with the sister of the man who was killed. Tina?
Yeah, Scott and Erica, that sister told me that her brother was a good man and a good father. Obviously, this is a hard time for her family, but she says it is even harder because 2 of the young people accused in this crime are her own nephews.
He was trying to make a better way for him and his children. He wasn't fully where he wanted to be, but he was definitely trying to get to that area in his life.
Kimberly Ingram says her brother Larry Ingram Jr. had recently moved his 2 teenage sons to Rock Hill, trying to give them better opportunities. But early Monday, their lives were rocked by tragedy. Rock Hill police told us 3 14-year-olds and a 15-year-old shot and killed the 38-year-old victim inside an apartment. They said the teens came up with a plan after the victim tried to discipline them. Today, Ingram told me 2 of the teens are her brother's own children.
His sons just wasn't, they wasn't ready to accept discipline, and it's just very hard for our family because not only did I lose my brother, we're dealing with my nephews as well. So this is very hard for us, and I just hope that God give us all strength and everyone pray for us during this tragic of our life.
And all 4 of the teenagers involved in this are facing charges of murder and criminal conspiracy to commit murder. Tonight at 6 o'clock, we're going to have much more on this case, as well as reaction from some of the people that live in that community.
Like, what make kids at such a young age, 14 and 15 years old? 3 of them was 14, 1 of them was 15. What makes them think that they can get away with this?
The music.
That they can get away with it?
Yeah.
You just straight off the rip. Music. Yeah. As a man.
I mean, this is, I done took you out of the visual. I done took the visual away from you. So the other visual is what we on right now, and other different platforms that you can go and watch videos on. That's the visual, but the music itself. Now, reason I say that is because if you got somebody saying they did these things,
Okay.
you're listening to them right now. Where are they? Free.
Yeah. Yeah. They free.
So don't know how they got away with it, but how you gonna get away with it. They don't tell you all that. They don't tell you how to get away with it. They just told you they got away with it. I did this, and this is where I'm at.
And they also didn't tell you that they ain't gonna come help you while you locked up in there either. They gonna put money on your
But
commissary.
no,
They gonna teach you life
that
lessons. They ain't tell you none of that.
that actual situation, I'm not gonna sit up here and blame everything on music. I'm not gonna blame that on music. For real, for real. I don't know what it is, man.
I don't know. Well, let's get into our comments.
I mean, you got to think. I mean, it's part of it. It's image. You know what I'm saying? And then 14, you smelling yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what these kids look like. These kids might be bigger than him. And we in a day and age where these kids are bigger than the parents at a young age.
And some of the parents are afraid of their kids.
That too, but
Yes.
I don't believe. You know what I'm saying? He was scared of his kids.
No, I don't think so either. They
You know what I'm
lured him
saying?
out there.
Again, we talking about this situation, not just in general, but this situation.
Exactly.
Again, why would they do that? It gotta be a true hatred towards your father. He had to have done something to them. They feel like, you know what I'm saying, we can't do nothing with.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's about all I can come up with. You know what I'm saying? And you that bold to jump.
And we got a story coming up, not right now, but my peachy, what was it? Peachy story of the night. Story of the night. Every night I'm gonna try to have a peachy story of the night. And our one tonight is an issue that happened in Atlantic Station. And it's bad. It's really, really bad. But we got to get into these comments. Cassandra said, yes, 2 of the boys was his. Yes, they was. Yes, they was.
Yeah, we just don't know which 2 out of the 4.
No,
But
we don't know if they twins.
We don't know if it's 2 14-year-olds.
Twins. Or different baby mamas.
A 14-year-old and a 15-year-old.
And a 14 and a 15-year-old. We don't know. But all we know is that he had custody of his kids, or his kids was living with him.
Right.
And he went and tried to take them and put them into a good environment. BG said, a teen just killed his mother over
that
a
is
headset.
Not a teen.
And ordered the headset afterwards on her Amazon account. Yes, we talked about that. Me and Jason did on Wednesday. We talked about it on Wednesday. I do have an update on that. I didn't play it tonight. I'm gonna play it tomorrow, on Saturday. So make sure y'all tune in for the update on that. And Andrea said, laughing my ass off, don't know about the rich part for me, but the love part that I have. No, when I say rich and love, I'm talking about you loving somebody. You know what I'm saying? Not just your husband, your family, your friends. And you love them the right way. You know what I'm saying? With your kids, you make sure you tell your kids you love them. Your spouse too. Tell them that you love them. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you were saying?
Yes, that's what I said when I mean rich and love. You ain't know that's what I meant? What you thought I meant? Tell everybody what you thought I meant.
I didn't know what you meant.
You playing sound effects and shit. So tell them what you thought I meant.
I could have played anything. I could have
I
played
just
this.
said, all I said was that you play sound effects. You ain't got to press nothing. I could have played this. No, you ain't got to press nothing.
Okay.
Don't press nothing else on the board. Let me give me my switchboard.
Man, if you don't back up and watch out, man.
Give me the switchboard.
got your
Cause
switchboard
Poolie be
right
playing
there.
some crazy stuff.
There go your switchboard. You got your switchboard.
It is not my
Go ahead.
switchboard. It is the keyboard.
Same thing.
Andrea said, "This is so sad." Damn. That's what she said. Damn. They just plotted and killed their own dad over a damn phone, though. I just can't wrap my head around what the hell was they thinking, man.
Again, I don't think it was just over the phone. I think it was a build-up. You know, when it comes to a build-up, it's a lot of things that happen, and the smallest thing is what make them pop.
True.
That
But
right there
still,
just made
why?
them pop.
Hey, Belinda. Belinda said kids just don't have a village anymore. Girl, you can say that. And keeping it real, Kemp let everyone have guns, no license or anything. She right. She right. And things have just gotten so out of control. And I'm telling y'all now, come January 1st for Chicago, remember I showed you that mess?
The Purge.
The Purge. Where they are letting people in Chicago start November the 1st. I mean, January the 1st, 2023. You would not have to stay in jail. You don't have to pay. You don't have to pay to get out on a bond for certain charges unless the judge make you stay. But, oh, excuse me, y'all. But the charges, you don't do that. Don't do that. Why would, Poolie be making me so mad. I didn't mean to burp. Y'all know I'm over here. I'm drinking. I'm drinking. But anyway. I love my husband. I love you. I just want you to know I love, even though I may sit on here and say I can't stand my husband. I may say, "Oh, you so stupid." I don't mean he's stupid. And I love him. I really do. But we trying to bring y'all some real deal Holyfield. This is us. Leave my fingernail alone. If you want it fixed, you give me the money to get it fixed. It's that simple. It's that simple. And I need some time. I need some time because I be tired. What? Don't ask. I don't even want to know what you just said. But Belinda said, y'all too funny and cute cousins. Thank you.
You can watch it later.
I don't want to watch it later.
But
Y'all, no, I won't. If I watch it later, it's because I'm trying to cut out the interesting clip. And that what you just said, whatever it wasn't too interesting because I just don't need you to repeat it.
But it's around an interesting clip, so you're gonna have to go past.
Oh my
it
gosh!
to
Well, we got other interesting clips.
Was it right here?
Anyways, y'all, we finna go ahead and get started, y'all, with our next clip. Our next story, rather. This is the 911 call that I know all of y'all heard on the sneak peek. This is the time that you either want to go get some Kleenex or you might want to go get a drink to calm you down a little bit after you hear this 911 caller. Now, I tried to check and see. Oh, let me read this to y'all first. I tried to check and see if, what did I try to check and see? If the 911 operator was arrested or went to jail or not even that, fired from her job, and I just couldn't find it. But in the process of me looking for it, I did find the transcripts. But I'ma still say that everything is allegedly. I'ma still say that no matter what. Can y'all hear me? Miss Joyce said it wasn't no sound. Let me check out my sound. Y'all got to be able to hear me. Miss Joyce, I'm sorry if you can't hear. I'm finna test my sound, y'all. Oh, now we froze.
I was about to say that's a froze.
We froze. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry if you can't hear. Okay. Test my sound, y'all. Okay, the sound is working. So y'all should be able to hear. But let me read this first. You know, I try to bring facts. Y'all know how I do. I try to bring facts. I try to bring the real deal Holyfield. So I'm going to read this first, and then I'm going to go on ahead and play the clips. And I'm telling y'all now, you don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this, okay? So.
Okay.
You so retarded. Police.
Okay.
I'm trying to make sure I get to the right part. I had found it.
Okay.
The amended, no, not that. The background. Right here. Okay. So at the petitioners, okay.
Okay.
So the 911, the 911 clip that I'm finna play is, like I said, the sneak peek that y'all saw of the 8-year-old little girl that called 911 while her mama was dying. Okay.
That was a little girl?
Yeah, it was a little girl.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna read what happened, and then we're gonna go into the clip.
Okay.
Okay, and y'all know everything be in order.
Let's see how your reading skills is.
At petitioner's second trial, this little girl the same age as our
Go
son.
ahead.
Trey.
Read.
The same age. This is why it touched my heart, and I had to show y'all.
Oh,
and this happened in 2010, may I add. This happened a long time ago, 2010. So at petitioner's second trial, evidence was presented that he and Derek went to the victim's residence under the pretense of completing a drug transaction. As the money was being counted, Derek and petitioner drew handguns. Petitioner ordered Botello and her 2 young daughters into a bathroom at gunpoint. Botello was later taken out of the bathroom, and the men bound her and Carson, which is her boyfriend, Carson's wrist with duct tape. Carson begged for his life, pleading with the 2 men that he had a family. Derek and petitioner directed Botello and Carson into the basement, where they were laid across a couch and their mouths with duct tape. Carson was shot once in the front of the head, and Botello was shot once in the back of the head. Okay? Now, I'm going to play y'all the news broadcast first, but when we get into the actual 911 call, remember what I read, because it's going to take place after what I read. Okay? But let's get into the news broadcast.
Chilling 911 call out of the Detroit area when an 8-year-old girl tried to call for help when her mother and father were fatally shot. Roger Weber, for our affiliate in Detroit, brings us this heartbreaking story.
911, where's the problem? My mommy's in the basement, and I need emergency, and I need, hello? Where at?
But the 8-year-old girl doesn't know. Her father is dead. She tries to ask her mother, who is dying.
Mommy, I'll tell you where we at. I'll tell you. I need. Let me see your mom. No, she's almost dead. Mommy! Where are we at? Tell me, I got the police on phone. Tell me! Mommy, tell me! Where are we at?
The dispatcher tells the frantic girl to stop screaming and give her a location.
Okay, call your mom on the phone if she's there. She's almost dead, please. Okay, you need, I can't help you without you helping me. Let me see who else in the house.
The dispatcher directs the girl to the porch. She finally realizes where she is, but the dispatcher wants information about her sister.
How old is your sister? Okay, I know the address now. How old is your sister? She's 6. I know the address now. 19380. What is the street?
The girl starts spelling out Glastonbury.
What is wrong with your mom? She got shot. Somebody shot her? Yes.
But the dispatcher still doesn't have the whole picture.
She's still breathing. My dad is not. Your dad? Now, let me speak to your dad. No, he's dead.
Detroit police are still looking for the suspect, Derek Smith, and another man that they believe was in the home at the time of the shooting.
All right. No.
Boy, this bitch done pissed me off.
This was a very, very evil lady.
I ain't gonna call her evil from what I just heard.
Well, yeah.
I know more, but what I
Yes.
just heard, I'm not gonna call her evil.
Okay, so
I'm just gonna
I
call her
have
stupid.
I have the full 911 call that I'm going to play on.
Sheesh.
And it's gonna be played in 2 parts. Okay. But I want to say this. I want to say this first. And when you are a 911 operator, just imagine how many frantic calls that you receive. So you have to make sure that you stay calm to try to get them to stay calm. That's number 1. Number 2, and I've never been a 911 call operator, but this is how I look at it. Number 2, imagine how many kids pick up the phone, playing with the phone because y'all ain't paying no attention, and accidentally call 911, and they get these prank calls, and I ain't gonna say prank, but fake calls from kids just constantly calling 911.
But that don't sound like a prank
That
call
does not
at
sound
all.
like one at all whatsoever.
You
Whatsoever.
can hear the fright and frantic in
Yes.
that voice of that child.
Yes. This little girl was nothing but 8 years old.
That shit just pissed me off.
Oh,
She
you ain't
said,
seen,
"Let
you
me
ain't
talk
heard
to
nothing
your
yet.
dad."
Y'all
Did
ain't
you
heard
not
nothing
just
yet.
hear her say that your mom is shot? She's still
I have
breathing,
the full
but my dad is
911
not.
call.
I mean, this is my first time hearing it.
Yeah.
So when you heard it, it was your first time hearing it.
Mm-hmm.
How did I hear it and you didn't?
Yeah. And she
Talking
hung
about
up
putting
on
him.
the girl.
How you gonna say put him on the phone? Didn't she just say he's not breathing?
That's what she said. And she ended up hanging up on the girl. But this is my thing. If the video that I'm finna play y'all, the 911, the full 911 call, if she was gonna act like this, I would have preferred her to hang up on this little girl at the beginning of the call and let this little girl call back and find somebody else before she had to go through what she had to go through. Y'all, when I tell y'all I had my head was like this when I was listening to it. Boo-hoo crying. So here we go. If y'all ain't got y'all tissue, get it now. Here we go. The 911 call.
2010 at 8:50 p.m.
Emergency 911, what's the problem?
My mom is in the basement, and I need emergency, and I need hello.
Where at?
I'm at, and I'll go ask my mommy. Mommy, I'll tell you where we at. I'll tell you. I need.
Let me see your mom.
No, she's almost there. Mommy, where are we at? Tell me, I got the police on the phone. Tell me. Mommy, tell me. Where we at? Where we at? Where you at? I said, I called 911. Where we at? Where we at? I was outside. Yeah, we gotta go to the park. I'll tell them we at. We are at. I'm outside and Mommy. I don't.
Let me speak to your mom.
I don't know who we at.
Okay, put your mom on the phone and she's there.
She's almost dead, please.
Okay, you need, I can't help you without you helping me. Let me see who else in the house.
Nobody's else in the house.
Okay, you need to give me an address. You need to calm down and give me an address. I don't know where you're at. You have to give me an address.
Address? His address?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Stop screaming.
My mom is the one that
Yes, ma'am. I need you to calm down and give me a location.
Right. Please help me. You promise you'll help me?
I'm going to help you once you help me, okay? Go on the porch. Can you open up the door?
No.
Do you see any mail?
No. I can tell you the address.
What's the address?
If I can find it. It is. I don't see it, but I'm trying to
Okay, calm down. Calm down.
Okay.
Is there any mail on the table or in a drawer? How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 8 years old.
Do you see any mail on the table or any mail in the drawer? How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 8 years old.
Do you see any mail on the table or any mail in the drawer?
No.
Do you see any mail on your mom's dresser?
My mom doesn't live here.
Okay, you were just screaming at your mom. Who do you live with?
Huh?
Who do you live with?
I live with my mother.
Your mother?
Yes,
Okay. Look on her dresser. You just said your mom don't live there.
Yeah, but I'm looking for everything, and I can't find anything. Please, she's almost dead.
Okay, you need to calm down and find me something with an address. I can't help you without an address.
Okay, I'll try to look outside again.
Open up the door and look at the porch, up on the porch. Open up the door. Look on the porch. Give me those numbers off your porch.
All right.
You said no one else is there. I hear someone in the back.
Oh, that's my sister.
Okay, how old is your sister?
Okay, I know the address now.
How old is your sister?
She's 6. I know the address now. 19380.
What is the street?
I can tell you, this, but it's...
You have to tell me the street.
Okay, it's GLA. I don't know how to...
Glastonbury?
Yes.
Is this a house or is this a two-family flat?
It's a house.
What is wrong with your mom?
She got shot.
Somebody shot her?
Yes.
Who shot your mom?
I don't know. Somebody.
Where's your mom at?
She's downstairs in the basement.
Who is the guy?
I don't know. She was just some guy.
Is she bleeding from where?
Yes, she's bleeding from, I don't know, from her head or something. I think it's from her head.
Okay, I request police and EMS.
She's still breathing. My dad is not.
Your dad? Let me speak to your dad.
No, he's dead. My mom is still breathing.
So your mom and dad was shot?
Yes. Hello, and I need emergency, okay? Hello?
Okay. Fully walked away. They walked away. I contemplated on playing that. I didn't know for sure if everybody could handle it. You know? That was hard. Even if you don't have any kids at all, that was hard to watch. But if you do have kids, I don't care how old they are, that hit a little different. That hit a little different. Now, this was allegedly, this was not her dad. He had just been around her and her sister long enough for them to call her dad. Now, it could have been the youngest, the 6-year-old dad. I'm not for sure. But it wasn't her dad. She just called him dad. And he didn't live with them. He wasn't living with them at the time. So they went over there to visit him. They went to go visit him. And that's when the story that I read y'all occurred.
I'm back, y'all.
So they came and got the mama from the bathroom. They told the mama to go to the bathroom with the girls. They went and got the mama from the bathroom, brought her back downstairs in the basement with her boyfriend, who house they was just over there visiting. So the little girl didn't know where she was at. If her mama would have lived and made it, her mama would have been so proud of her. So proud of her. I cannot believe, even when she said she was 8 years old, she still acted like she had attitude with this little girl. She still talked to her like she was a grown woman. Again, I understand that you got to stay calm. You got to try your best to get them to stay calm.
But if you're calm, you're able to process this stuff. Listen, I'm not a dispatch caller. I don't dispatch calls.
And this happened in Detroit.
I don't get calls in, but I'm sure if I had got that call, I would have handled that like a professional.
Thank you.
What in the hell? I was already trying to get this child to go outside and check the outside address. There's nothing she can do right now to help her mother or her father. She just called for help.
Yep. This was in 2010, Katora. This was in 2010 in Detroit. And from what I gathered from doing the research, the guy that murdered him, they was in prison together. The victim had did a bid, and he was in there with the man. And I read to y'all, exactly what happened. It was a drug transaction that basically went wrong. That's basically what happened. And these babies got caught in the middle of it and lost their mama.
And their mama.
And their mama. BG said this baby will have trauma issues to deal with, and the dispatcher could have been a hero. Hateful heifer. I have seen her daughter, the young lady. Her name is Tayana. I have not seen her in person, no, but I saw pictures of her. I did try and reach out to her, so I won't be showing the pictures on here tonight. But she's all grown up. She's like 22, 23, 21, 22, somewhere up in there. Because this was in 2010. And this is what happened. So, Katora said, "Ooh, I remember this story. He was at my prison." Yep, Katora works at the prison. Yep, I watched it on TV. Yep. This was something real big, and it happened a lot. And I usually cover stuff that literally just happened. But that story right there, I had to show them this. I had to. So, next up is what I call who raised these kids. Okay? That's what I'm going to call it. Now, when we come back, Poolie, I'm going to keep it 100. I hope Poolie keep it 100. My heart goes out to the families that we show on here tonight on these clips that has lost someone. But this next story coming up, one thing that me and Poolie has always been was bold. And we call it how you give it. And they gave it in a whole nother direction. I always say, Poolie, that parents come on here and say, my child was the perfect child. My child ain't did this. My child ain't did that. But then they show music videos with your child got guns. He hanging with the wrong crowd. All this stuff. So, Atlantic Station, Peachy Top Story. That's what it is. Peachy Top Story coming right on up. Here go commercials. Welcome to Peachy Kisses Boutique. Here you will find all the Peachy Kisses apparel of your needs, from hoodies to t-shirts to lip gloss and lipstick. Also in stock, sexy women one-piece onesies. And we don't stop there. We also have iridescent eyeshadow, along with so much more. Check out Peachy Kisses Boutique at www.pgttime.com. That's www.pgttime.com. See you soon. All right, y'all. Make sure if you are in South Bend, I love y'all so much. I really do. Shout out to Yumika. Y'all please go and check out her store, her boutique. Okay. She got some of Peachy Tea Time products up in there. Peachy Kisses, I'm sorry. Peachy Kisses products is up in there. So, and y'all just saw all the other stuff that she have that is popping. Okay. So make sure y'all go and check her out. I want to give a special shout out to a viewer. I know she's watching now. Her name is Miss Davis. Same last name as me. But shout out to Miss Davis. Miss Davis, you have been such a blessing into my life since I have met you through Peachy Tea Time. I thank you so much for all. When I tell you all that you do, you be putting me on game. But thank you so much. And I just wanted to give you a shout out, all right? Yeah, shout out to Miss Davis. So, y'all, let's get into this next clip, this next topic. This is our Peachy top story for the night, which we will have every night. Atlantic Station here in Atlanta, they had something that went down, that occurred with some kids. And these kids was very young. And here's the story.
Family, friends, and the community joined together tonight to remember a 12-year-old boy shot and killed outside Atlantic Station Saturday night. Gunfire struck 5 other teens as well. Right now, one of them remains in critical condition. 11 Alive's Dawn White joining us now with how the boy's family is remembering him. Dawn, the family, I'm sure, very emotionally distraught.
Well, they are, Joe, and actually the aunt of this young boy, Zion Charles, he describes him as respectful and kind. He had a twin sister and 4 younger siblings who are now coming to terms with him never coming home.
Because of love like that.
A somber mood and a sense of grief filled this parking lot.
I just want everybody just to know that our hearts are hurting and it's heavy.
Denicia Charles, 12-year-old Zion Charles's aunt, helped to organize this vigil to show her sister the community cares about her loss.
He was loved. He was somebody's son, somebody's brother, somebody's nephew, somebody's cousin, somebody's grandson.
Zion lost his life after being shot outside Atlantic Station while hanging out with some friends.
Zion was a bystander, just a child wanting to have fun with other kids. And he was not the target. He did not hurt anyone.
Zaria Charles is Zion's twin and remembers him as full of life and love.
Even if he was in your bad moment, he would always make you laugh, no matter what you were sad about or mad or disappointed about. People can help, first of all, by just praying for us. Prayer is like the number one thing that we need right now.
And Zion's aunt tells me the family is taking this loss day by day, and also they're beginning to make plans for his funeral.
And Dawn, Zion, the lone deadly victim in this shooting near Atlantic Station. What else did the family tell you about it?
Well, they told me that he was a student at KIPP Metro Atlanta, and I saw many of his teachers and his fellow students at that vigil. They had tears in their eyes, and they were in disbelief that this 12-year-old is gone.
All right. All right. So before Poolie say anything and before y'all comment, let me tell y'all and break it down on what happened with Zion. Zion is the guy, the little boy, right there. That's Zion. Zion is a troubled little boy. Zion started being bad. Zion started hanging out with the wrong crowd. Mama tried to get him help. Mama called the police station, said, I need y'all help. My son breaking in cars. My son hanging out with older guys. I need y'all help. So, time has went past. Zion goes over to a friend's house. Zion don't need to take his ass no damn where. I'm just going to keep it 100 with y'all tonight. If I know Zion bad as hell, Zion going to stay his ass at home. But Zion went over to his friend's house, snuck out of his friend's house to go and hang out with some other group of friends of his that is supposedly gang members. They go down to Atlantic Station, where it's supposed to be almost over 400 kids out there. They all hanging out. They go down there. They see Cam. That's Cam, not Poolie. My finger ain't going. Right there. Point my finger to Cam. That's Cam. That's Cam. They saw Cam riding on the scooters. You know them scooters that they be having downtown in Atlanta and stuff. He was right, Cam and two of his homies was riding on them things at night, trying to be out there with 400 kids. And they say, oh my God, they'll go to ops. They start shooting. Zion got shot and is dead. And we finna get into clip number 2.
Family of one of the children killed is speaking exclusively to 11 Alive about what happened that night and the lingering questions they have about how the situation was handled. 11 Alive's Bobeth Yates has the interview you'll only see on 11 Alive. Bobeth?
Well, one of the main concerns is how the situation was handled after the crowd of kids were kicked off Atlantic Station's property, with the shooting happening nearby soon after.
We had to beg for help for hours and it didn't happen.
Denicia Charles is talking about her nephew, Zion, the 12-year-old who was shot and killed near Atlantic Station over the weekend.
And take some information from him.
Zion's family spoke exclusively to 11 Alive this week as they made funeral arrangements, hoping to prevent another family from dealing with a similar loss.
It hurts to know that my sister tried and lost her child, but she's out even at the time that she's grieving to try to help somebody else. So that's what hurts the most.
I called everybody I could.
2 days after the shooting, Zion's mom, Jericia, appeared at an Atlanta Public Safety Committee meeting where she called on the city to do more to help kids, saying she had asked the police to help her son understand the consequences after he began hanging out with an older crowd and getting into trouble. But the family says the officer told her the offense wasn't serious enough to warrant him being held in custody.
No matter if your mom is calling, crying out to us, we can't help you or her. So for a child that's 12 years old that wants to hear it's okay to do whatever you want to do, to hear that coming from authorities and people that is here to serve and protect us, where would that take you as a child?
The family says Zion was at a friend's house Saturday night when they decided to join the 400 children gathering at Atlantic Station.
My son got hit by a stray bullet. My son was having a good time in Atlantic Station. He was not bothering nobody. He was being a child. Yeah. So now at the time when he was being a child, my son get hurt.
The Charles family questioned whether officers should have stayed with a crowd of kids longer as they were escorted off Atlantic Station property to make sure it broke up. And while the police have said they believe people with gang ties were involved in the shooting, the family stresses Zion was not in a gang himself.
People are grieving. The last thing that they want to hear, not just from social media, but from outlets whenever they turn on the TV, is that their 12-year-old child was gang related because he's a black young male.
Now, because of this shooting, the family is calling for a revaluation of the state-run point system that determines whether a juvenile offender is detained or released. Also, if you'd like to help the family with their funeral arrangements, they have set up a GoFundMe page. Go to our website for those details.
All right.
Okay, let me say this. I ain't trying to be mean or nothing like that at all. I'm really, really not. But if I wouldn't have told y'all everything that I just told y'all, which I'm finna show y'all clips too. I'm finna show y'all some receipts. I have video footage that I'm finna show y'all. Okay? But I would have thought that maybe other people is at fault. Like I always say, it starts at home. It starts with the parents. But you can't expect everybody else to take care of your child. It takes a village, yes, but we're not in that era no more. And we all know that we're not in that era no more. Your kids can't just be out here in these streets. They just can't.
Not 12.
Not 12?
I understand under the circumstance of what happened as far as he got out of your hand. But
is that the state responsibility to help you?
No, I'm not talking about the state.
No, I'm asking.
No, it's not the state's responsibility until they take him in custody. And she say, go ahead and do what you got to do with him.
But you just saw how angry Auntie was. Auntie was mad. We asked you to help us. She called and asked you to help. And y'all didn't help.
No, you can be as mad as you want to be. And no, we cannot help you. You need to help yourself. Put something on that boy that make him understand. He's 12.
But that's not your, apparently he ain't your typical 12-year-old the way he got doggone posted up on that car. I'm trying not to cuss as much, y'all.
I don't care what the typical 12-year-old is. Typical 12-year-old come my way, boy, you can get it.
You can get it. Well, let's get into this next one because we got quite a few on this before we get to the video footage. Here we go.
Family of one of the children killed is speaking exclusively to 11 Alive about what happened that night and the lingering questions they have about how the situation was handled. 11 Alive's Bobeth Gates has the interview you'll only see on 11 Alive. Bobeth?
Well, one of the main concerns is how the situation was handled after the crowd of
Investigators say around 8 Saturday night, a group of kids were escorted off of Atlantic Station property for unruly behavior and curfew violations. When the group got to the bridge, police say there was some sort of dispute that then led to gunfire. Zion was killed and 5 others were shot and rushed to the hospital. Well, this afternoon, Zion's mother went before the city council.
As they listened to her emotional comments, council members talked about a big gap in juvenile justice and the need to provide more help to Atlanta police. Fox 5's Morse Diggs was at that meeting and joins us live with more. Morse.
Derrica Charles told the council members that her son had behavioral problems, at least a portion of that medical. She said she sought intervention from the juvenile court system, but that request went nowhere. What happened to one 12-year-old child sparked an outcry for Atlanta city leaders to do less talking about troubled young people and come up with action. The boy's mother spoke to members of the council public safety panel.
I said he's out breaking these folks' cars. Could y'all please get him up the street and take him down, let him know, but somebody killed my son. And I can give y'all this police officer number. I talked to him 7 days ago. And I said, I'm begging you, could you get my son in custody? He said, I can take him down, tell him to the juvenile system all day and let them to keep him. And they're not going to keep him. They told me he gotta have a voice support system.
Police investigators are still putting pieces together about what led to a total of 6 people overall being shot Saturday night in Midtown. But the gap in the juvenile court system created by the point formula for discipline is a problem officers deal with daily when they pick up a teen or preteen.
A lot of us have dealt with the point system for a very long time, and it does not work. The older kids are using the younger kids to commit the crimes because of the way the point system works. And so what we're doing is putting violence into the hands of a very young person.
We won't be able to put a police officer at every corner inside the city.
Right.
So it requires more than just the police department to address this issue.
It requires
more
all
than the
of
city
us.
of Atlanta. It has to be a parent.
Now, another thing that Peake, the deputy chief, spoke to about this whole problem, he says he needs better coordination, whether it's Atlantic Station or another private venue, before young people are expelled from the property. He says APD needs to know about that so they can get police officers there to handle any overflow. From Northeast Atlanta, I'm more.
All right. So, I'm looking at different point systems. I thought Pooley would have known what a point system was, but he said, "Hell no." I know you ain't in jail. But it say like aggressive driving, reckless driving, unlawful
Yeah, that's
passing,
license points.
And then it says, what is the purpose of the point system? The primary purpose of such point systems is to identify, deter, and penalize repeat traffic offenders while streamlining the legal process. That's what it says. So we make it the way, however we want to make it at this time.
But yeah, I don't know how their point system is as far as juveniles and what they do. Because you have to figure the point system would be based on the crimes that they committed. Most kids end up, skipping school, stealing.
Yeah, this right here, it was showing little small crimes too. Like you were talking about, not stealing is not a small crime because they start stealing early, they're gonna continue to steal.
Yeah, it's a small crime when you're a kid because you ain't stealing nothing worth stealing.
Exactly. So I just wanted to show y'all that we still got a couple more. So that was the first mom. Okay, because like I said, they shot at Cam. Cam was the target. Pooley.
Which is her son?
No. Zion was her son. Zion was with the gang members.
No, the other one.
Zion. Yeah, Cam. That's Cam.
That's
what they can't see.
I don't care what.
Right there, that's Cam.
We don't have to.
That's Cam. Okay, that Cam was the target. Okay.
And what I'm saying is, we finna see his mom.
Yes. So Cam was the target. They shot at Cam. Him and his homies, but he didn't do no shooting. But he was with the people that was doing the shooting at Cam. And Cam got shot, and their friend got shot, Zion. But Zion died on the spot. Dead on the arrival. Cam made it to the hospital and lived for a few days. So here go Cam.
Cameron Jackson's mother says this violence affects everyone, no matter your race, geographical area, or socioeconomic status. As Fox 5's Angelique Proctor tells us, the Jackson family believes it is time to act.
Cameron Jackson was homeschooled. His mother says he loved cooking and science. His boxing coach said he did so well at that sport that he had dreams of taking him to the Olympics in 2024. But now, none of that matters.
This is not about Cameron. This is not about that other little kid. This is about all of our children.
Tiffany Smith says we are losing a generation. Atlanta police say her 15-year-old son, Cameron Jackson, was targeted in a shooting involving young people on the 17th Street Bridge near Atlantic Station Saturday. Both Cameron and 12-year-old Zion Charles died as a result of the weekend shooting.
Listening to the other mother speak about not having the resources. You know, in my situation, we had all the resources. But the one thing that we were unable to deal with was the community, the environment, the city.
Cameron loved cooking, science, and boxing. His boxing coach said he had dreams of taking him to the Olympics.
We had dreams and goals of going to the Olympics 2024 in Paris. It's like they took my dream.
Atlanta police released surveillance video of a group of young men they believe know something about the shooting. They say the person in a yellow and black hoodie, along with a person with a blue hoodie with writing on it, were the shooters. Police initially said the shooting was gang-related. The Jackson family says Cameron was not in a gang.
He was very disciplined. He had a very hard drive, man. He was very gentle. I never heard him say a curse word. He was very respectful, loving.
Cameron's family says it is important for Metro Atlanta to understand this shooting could have involved anyone.
We got children that are dying. We're losing our future. And any one of you could have been walking with your husbands, with your wives at Atlantic Station, and you could have caught a bullet in the back of your head.
Atlanta police are still looking for the young men on that surveillance video, while Cameron's mom says she has a solution for youth violence that she plans to share later. In downtown, Angelique Croft.
Okay, so I saw the whole press conference with Mama from beginning to the end. And yes, she did say she had a plan. She got a plan that can make a change. That's what she said. She said, but I'm not ready to tell it right now. Just like that. So I want to make sure I say that. But can we go by what she say? Can we say that he was an innocent bystander? Because she said that she homeschooled him. The only thing she couldn't do was take him out the environment. But he was a boxer. Apparently he did good in school, I guess. But when they asked her at the press conference, was he in a gang? She said, this is not what I'm here for right now. I'm here to say that this could have been anybody. These are our kids out in the streets. That's what she said. Now, the police, the media, they saying it was a gang. That's Zan snuck out the house to go be with the gang members. And the gang members, Zion's friends, saw Cam. They saw Cam and said, there go the ops. And just started busting. And Zion got shot. And Cam got shot. Now, what happened after they got shot? Let me play this for y'all first.
We got children that are dying. We're losing our future. As a community, if we don't come together and get the conversation straight about the real issue that's going on, we're gonna lose a generation.
First tonight at 5, the family of 15-year-old Cameron Jackson speaking out just hours ago condemning gun violence.
Now, Jackson is one of 2 teenagers who died after a shooting near Atlantic Station over the weekend. 11 Alive Paula Searle joins us with what they are saying tonight. Paula?
Yeah, you know, Ron, Cameron's mother and his boxing coach saying this should not have happened to him, 12-year-old Zion Charles, or any other child. They spoke about how they'll remember Cameron, but also warned that no kid is safe until people put down their guns.
Cameron was my whole world. And so now I got to figure out what's next. That was my baby boy.
Cameron's mother, Tiffany Smith, says what's next for her is a plan to curb gun violence. She says she's devoted to finding a solution to give children a safe place so that no other mother has to go through what she did after finding out her 15-year-old son was gunned down near Atlantic Station Saturday night. 12-year-old Zion Charles also died that night.
Listening to the other mother speak about not having the resources, you know, in my situation, we had all the resources. But the one thing that we were unable to deal with was the community, the environment, the city. That right there is something that I'm committed to transforming in Atlanta.
Atlanta police say Cameron was the only intended target in the shooting that night. His family's attorney, as well as boxing coach Zahir Rahim, addressed rumors that the teen was part of a gang.
I've never seen that, never witnessed it. Cameron was a great kid. He did well in school. He came to the gym every day, and he was very driven.
Right now, there's only speculation about things like that. They've shared, what it is about their family. So anything else that people are saying, they're not facts, and we'll let the facts speak for themselves.
They say Cameron was a driven boxer who took up the sport at 9 years old and practiced 6 days a week. He had dreams of going to the Olympics.
It's like they took my dream. I went professional, and he was the one that I knew that I could vicariously live through again. These kids don't get these guns themselves, and as adults, I think we got to come together collectively to find a solution to stop it forever.
Smith says she is working on her plan to help children stay away from gun violence, but said she is not yet ready to announce it today. Atlanta police, in the meantime, say there is a $10,000 reward currently being offered for any information on this case.
And hopefully someone comes forward. Paula, thank you. Now, we spoke exclusively with the family of the other victim, 12-year-old Zion Charles, and you can see that interview right now only on 11 Alive.
Yeah, the Zion family is mad. They are mad with the state because we tried to ask y'all to help us with Zion, and y'all didn't help us with Zion because Zion was bad, and all we needed was y'all to put him and lock him up. That's what they wanted. Like Scared Straight. Remember we used to watch that? Scared Straight. They wanted him to lock him up. Let him be scared of being incarcerated.
She should have Googled Scared Straight to see if they still do it, so they can get on Scared Straight.
But people get locked up for carjacking. And she called them and told them that he was breaking in cars. Well, I guess that's different from carjacking,
She ain't
too.
got no proof. Yeah, he breaking in cars. No, that's not a carjacking.
Yeah, that's different.
That's like breaking in a house.
But without stealing. Breaking in the house without stealing. Because you break in the house, you going to jail.
Yeah. You ain't got to steal nothing.
Okay, but she sat there and told them that my son was breaking in cars. And you still don't want to take him to jail? She wants you to just take him and teach him a lesson then.
We ain't got no proof, and we don't have no time and resources for this. Ain't nobody got no time to be taking care of your damn kid.
I agree. That's why you had your own kids. You watch, babysit, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it.
It takes a
I call it them my
kids. It
kids.
takes a village, and we've lost a village. And
We lost it.
And again, some of these villages, for real, is fucked up.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
These kids are seeing this shit. They growing up and they doing this shit. It's
BG
just as simple as
said
that.
the kids don't want to be parented. Parents want to be friends, raise the legal age to 21. This generation is not ready. Sorry for any typos. It's okay. It's okay. And BG agreed with Andrea. BG said, wait a minute, hold on. Get life insurance for your kids because they are leaving up out of here faster than older people in days. Yes. Yes. Y'all know I tried my best to tell y'all to get life insurance. Get it. I don't care how little your kids is. Get it. Your kids could be outside because y'all decide to have a gathering in Chicago. And your kid could be outside playing Right, Poolie? 2, 1, 3 years old, 4 years old. It don't matter.
Anything can happen.
And they come and do a drive-by, whatever. Anything can
You
happen.
went and got insurance on that raggedy ass car. I'm just saying. What?
She had to add raggedy.
Hell yes. It makes a difference. Your car is raggedy as hell, but you still went and got insurance on it.
Hey, Mimi.
Yeah. Hey, mama. I'm just saying. Why wouldn't you get insurance for your kids, but you would get it for a raggedy ass car?
I know. Yeah, no, I ain't
just
see.
say
They
make
didn't
it
see
make
no
sense.
pics with them with the guns.
No, I don't. Honestly, I don't think neither one of them boys had guns. I don't think neither one of them boys was really into nothing like that. But I do think that they was hanging with some bad cats, and they was doing some things with them. You know what I'm saying? They're not ringleaders. You know what I'm saying? They followers. They was following somebody, and it popped off, and they thought they was just gonna run around. Get
Mama
away,
Peach,
have
did
some
you
fun.
write this right? I'm sorry, baby. Did Mama Peach write this right? Mama Peach, what you mean you don't understand?
She wrote that right. She wrote it like she wanted to. Yes, that is right. That's exactly.
No, Mama
You
Peach.
said what you wanted
It
to
takes
say.
a village, Mama Peach. We got it regardless of what happened to her child. She want to make sure that other kids don't have to go through what her child went through and what she got to go through as a parent.
That's all.
Let me
That's all.
hurry up. Let me hurry up. Take this down. Let me hurry up.
We gonna light you up.
Mama Peach, don't even worry about it, cause I got you. I wish they would come over here and light you up on my platform.
Yeah. We
No.
coming for you.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Mean you don't understand.
No, that's why I said she may have wrote it wrong.
No, she wrote that just like she went. I had to read it too.
Like,
That's exactly
Mama
what
P said, you done
say.
took my baby away from me. I ain't worried about nobody else's kids.
Nope.
I ain't worried about nobody
Nope.
You took mine away from me. Mama P, I love Mama P. Belinda said, this generation dying young every day. Babies having babies. Yep. Katura said, I think she's saying she should have did something about it before he was killed. That was Katura said. Belinda said, leave Mama Peach alone. That's my cousin.
Hey, that's what Couture said too.
Look, I'm just trying to make sure we got people all over the world, all over the United States that watches PGT and all over the world. We have people from a different country watching. So everybody be watching. So I want to make sure that nobody come for my mama.
Mama Peach, did you say exactly what you meant?
You know, Mama Peach, you do not have to answer that. I already know how my mama feel.
No,
I already know.
Answer that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Mama Peach, Poolie wants you to answer that. But while you answering that, I'm finna show y'all.
It don't take that long.
I'm finna show y'all, okay? I'm finna show y'all the camera footage of all these kids, not the 400, but allegedly the gang that Zion was with. Okay? Here we go.
They probably all.
So if you pay attention to the video, this is Mr. Zion, the child that's deceased, that's 12 years old. The top left hand with the black and yellow jacket, that's my main shooter. This is right before the shooting incident on 17th Street. The second clip, the black male wearing the blue hoodie with the white letters on the front, he is the second suspect in this incident. These are the same group coming into the MARTA station. That's the Art Center MARTA station. This is right after the shooting. Again, you see the primary suspect. They're getting ready to board the train. They ride the train from different various locations throughout the city. So again, this is immediately after the shooting. What I was able to determine through my investigation, all of Zion was killed from this person's bullet. This person is also a part of Zion's group. There was not a back and forth shootout between the second male who's now deceased. So, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. So, we have a group that was in the area, this group here. We have Cameron, who just died yesterday, riding by in his scooter. The gentleman you see here in this video pulled out a handgun, shot multiple shots, directed it at Cameron. Zion took a bullet, indirect shot meant for Cameron. So did the other victims out there. All bullets were meant directed at Cameron. Everybody else was collateral damage from his shooting directed at Cameron. Again, that's my suspect, the bottom right-hand corner. This is the group he's with. During the train ride, they antagonized different customers.
I had to turn our mic on. This is
They
crazy.
flashed their waistband as gesturing like they're going to put a weapon out. They flashed gang signs.
Cameras is
antagonized
everywhere,
another
y'all.
group at a gas station. And they also seem to be
He the one that
celebrating,
shot
making gestures and talking about the
Zion.
shooting.
With the yellow and black. He was the second shooter. Who he shot, I don't know. But allegedly,
We're just
him
asking
with the yellow and black,
viewers
he shot
to
Zion.
call Crime Stoppers where they can remain anonymous. Any information will be helpful in this investigation.
Baby, when I tell y'all, I didn't want to show this, but my spirit told me to show this. This is ridiculous. Every parent of all them kids can see their child in that video. And for you to not
And crazy
tell
part
on
is
your child, you wrong. You wrong and you dirty.
The crazy part is they just left their homeboy.
You just left them. You just left them.
And don't nobody look like they have no little bit of remorse on their face.
They hand clapping the other guy that just came up. The other guy that came up, he didn't come up when that was going on unless he ran in a different direction. I don't know. I'm just saying.
They ain't even look scared.
No, they said that them boys, because they can hear. They can hear them talking and everything. They just didn't play it. I didn't hear them talking. But they said they heard them talking. They was congratulating each other. For them shooting Cam. They ain't said nothing about Zion. And then one of the reporters, because I listened to the whole press conference. One of the reporters said, well, did they know that they shot Zion? And you know what I said to myself? I actually said it out loud. And I was the only one here. I said, Heifer, did you know that Zion wasn't with them? If the detectives and the police knew that Zion wasn't with them, trust and believe they knew Zion had got shot and Zion was not with them. But they said, come on, we got to go. But they was literally congratulating each other on shooting Cam, the ops, and got the audacity to get on the train. Who Zion with Zion's crew. God rest his soul. But they get on the train and start taunting other people who they don't even know. Showing them the pistol.
Yeah, they didn't got a taste of it.
And you mean to tell me? Hold on.
Once they done tasted it.
Hold on.
It's like a shark in water.
Hold on, I got to get, I ain't did this in a long time. Let me talk to the parents. You mean to tell me that you would sit there and not tell on your child? And you see them on there. You cannot say you don't see them. One of your friends have sent you the same video that I just showed. I'm more than sure, allegedly. And you will sit there and hide your child. You need to go to jail too. You need to go right along with them when they come pick up your child, which they will eventually do. They need to lock your ass up too. Y'all fry together. I don't give a damn. We got a lot of comments. I wasn't even looking at the comments. Let's get into our comments, y'all. Where did we leave off at? Julie laughing at me and fooling. Couture said she said it right. I don't think it was wrong though. She talking about Mama Peach. Mama Peach said that's right. What I was saying, my Couture. 18 is too young to be called an adult.
Facts.
I thought so, and I get it. Hey, Duncan. BG said this generation is not ready. Hey, cuz. Julie said they young. They young. Yes, they were very, very young. And as they was getting on the train, I was telling Poolie, as they getting on the train, it's like they all looking in the camera. Every last one of them. Looking in the camera. What they was doing, baby? Looking in the camera. Couture says Couture says she's saying she should have put that same energy into finding a solution to save the generation while her son was living. Yep. I had to say it. I had to say it better. Laugh out loud. I got you, cuz. Don't even worry about it, boo. I got you. Sometimes I just let the comments go.
Everybody don't read in between lines.
Belinda says, shaking my head. Right. Y'all, no remorse. No remorse. Them kids didn't care. I told y'all they were shaking hands. They saw one boy come from the other side. They like, what up? Yeah, we got him. We got him. He gone. He flew off that doggone thing. I'm telling you, they thought it was funny. All these other parents have lost their children over the years. Why this mother didn't come up with her solution to help all the parents to help save their children's lives? Yes, it takes a village to raise our children. Young and dumb. Exactly, because parents go down with them. They do. They ride with them all the way to the end. Knowing they're wrong.
That's their child.
But knowing they got that negative energy amongst them.
But again, like I said, think about it. Who wants to see their child go to prison, whether they was wrong or not? Nobody. Yeah. Nobody wants to see their children go to prison. Especially doing a life sentence, and you weren't actually the one that pulled the trigger. You weren't actually the one that caused this. You just happened to be with them at the time and didn't even know it was going to go down.
From what they tell you.
Sometimes you don't. You didn't know he was going to shoot him. We thought we was going to jump him. And he pulled out the pistol and just started shooting. They was like, oh, yeah. I was like, what the hell? Let's go.
Exactly.
But then when it came down to it, he got shot and killed. All y'all going down for it.
Every last one.
But guess what? He was one of the ones that wasn't doing nothing.
But you still went. Zion did, especially. He still snuck out.
He didn't know. He didn't know.
Yeah, he didn't know he was gonna die.
He knew something.
He didn't know he was gonna die. He didn't know that. He didn't know he was gonna get shot and killed. Because if he did, he would have stayed at home, stayed at the friend house. So he didn't know he was gonna die. But he still went with these negative, bad energy people. Even if he was a good kid, I don't know. Everything on my show is allegedly. I don't know. But let's just say he was what his parents said. I take that back. The mama did say she didn't make it seem like he was a good kid. Cause Zion was the one that he was breaking in cars. She was begging them for help, and they wasn't helping her because they felt like the things that he was doing was not bad enough for them to scare him straight. We'll say that.
Not saying he's an innocent. I'm just saying he's innocent.
Yeah.
You know, he don't deserve what happened to him. Neither one of them did.
No, not at all.
And yes, something has to be done. Something has to be done. The gun violence is crazy right now, especially with kids out here having guns like that.
Yes.
You know, again, how they get them. Many ways they can get them. Many.
Yep. They find a way.
You'll be surprised.
I saw a clip where they were saying the older men, which a lot of us already know, that the older men sees the issues that's going on. They have an issue with the men out the street, and they tell the younger generation, y'all go and handle this for me. Oh, y'all ain't gonna get that much time. If anything, you might just get probation because you ain't never been.
They may give them the rundown. They may give them the rundown and tell them what's up.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing. Do the time. Get out. You ain't gonna do no time. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, just do it. Go ahead
and they do it
from a young buck.
They daddy ain't in their life.
Earn your stripes.
They feel like these folks is their daddies.
Get your teardrop.
They showing them the attention, the love. They ain't whooping them. They ain't saying you gotta stay over here. You can't leave. Like mamas is telling them because daddies ain't there. I'm just keeping it 100.
But yeah, that's what we was already saying.
Exactly.
It started at home.
It started at home. It started at home. It started at home. So y'all, let's go ahead and get into that. Was the final clip on that. I hope I broke it down for y'all
These
very
parents
well.
is not putting the fear of God in these kids.
Yeah. There's a lot
They
of
do
people
not have
that
the
I
fear
saw
of
that was
God.
saying that too.
They cannot have the fear of God. Not if they doing it like that. They
Exactly.
cannot.
Exactly.
And apparently you don't either.
And I showed y'all the 10-year-old that shot
teaching
his
them.
mama over a virtual headset.
Yeah.
On Wednesday. If y'all ain't seen it, go on back and watch the show.
10.
Yeah, this is my Peachy Kisses lip gloss.
10.
10 years old. And they was black folks. They wasn't even white folks, y'all. They were black folks. Watch it. My Wednesday show that I just did. Me and Jason. And he was 10 years old. And I'm going to show the update on tomorrow. 3 to 5. Tomorrow, 3 to 5. 3 to 5. Let me show y'all before we get into our last story for the night. I usually go through our A and B selection, so I'll do it right now. But I usually do it at the beginning of the show. So on Mondays, each and every Monday, Duncan said these kids, they know everything nowadays. I wonder if they know this though. You live by the gun, you die by the gun, baby. I don't think they know that, Duncan. I don't think they know it.
Yeah, they know it.
You think they know it?
They don't care. It's been said enough times and enough rap music to know.
Yes.
So yeah, they know it. Let's not act like they don't listen to the rap music we listen to.
Yeah.
They listen to rap music. And the rappers that's rapping listen to the rap music we listen to at some point. So they got an influence from somewhere.
Exactly. So before we get into our announcement, let's go back to some of our comments. Madagascar was here. Is that we need to start extraditing our criminals to Madagascar prisons because our system is not tough enough. And they give out these bonds. It's like it's crazy. Like people, they know when they start getting amongst each other and telling each other what they gonna do and how the crime gonna occur. They already know we got your bond money. Don't even worry about it. You just go in there, do what you gotta do, and we gonna be right on down there to bond you out because they gonna give you a bond. Or they say, don't worry about it. We gonna be there to pick you up. You ain't gonna get caught. Just like that. Duncan said, for real, BJ, for real, girl. We need to clone DJ Just J. Yes, we do. Shout out to DJ Just J, AFC Podcast. He is my mentor on YouTube. And when I tell y'all, he is so dope. So dope. Put one in every neighborhood. Yes. Or every household, even. Duncan. Carmen said, we have to remember that we have to do the hard thing to save our children. Pray for them constantly. Yes. Couture said, it's crazy that people think he needs to be in prison. His mind isn't even developed. The 10-year-old. I'm sure she's talking about the 10-year-old. Yeah.
12-year-old.
Which one? The 12-year-old? No, the 12-year-old, he dead. Them two dead. She's talking about the 10-year-old that shot his mama. Because they're charging him as an adult. They are charging him as an adult. So if convicted, he'll be facing 60 years. And he's only 10 years old. Audra said should have had his ass at home. I think Audra talking about Zion. Yep. Couture, I'm talking about 10-year-old. Camera like, not me. They always do, but it won't stand. Yeah, it's a possibility that y'all, because I've showed clips on this, where they have gotten in trouble at the age of 13 for killing somebody. And they gave him, like Couture said, it just don't stick. They gave him a life sentence, but he was out at 18. And all he did was stay in the juvenile system. And he was out at 18. But I'm assuming he's doing the right thing now. I'm not sure. So we're finna get into our last clip for the night, y'all. And then I'm gonna show y'all the little flyers and everything. And we're gonna be out of here. So I thought this was quite interesting. A teen was killed at the bus stop.
Yeah.
You saw that?
A
little bit of it.
Yeah.
Well, it was interesting to me because they did it in the daytime and everybody got doorbell ring cameras at this time. Everybody.
Cameras are everywhere.
Especially if you go into a good neighborhood. Now, this looked like a good neighborhood to me. I don't know about y'all. But the grass looked nice. Looked like they had some good in the houses. So, we only got one clip on this. So, here we go.
Right now at 11, we are learning more about an East Charlotte high schooler who was shot after getting off of his school bus today. You remember that we first brought you this as breaking news earlier this evening. And tonight, WCNC Charlotte has learned the teen fighting for his life is 17-year-old Nazir Taylor.
We're told Taylor is a senior at Rocky River High School. His family shared this photo with us. Those family members also updated our Julia Kaufman on how he's doing tonight. She joins us from the scene in East Charlotte with what they're saying.
A terrifying moment for Nazir and his peers when they got off the school bus here near Lanza Drive and a group appeared to be waiting for him and targeted him. His family telling me he's now fighting for his life.
Until I know that he is okay, because he is in critical condition, I'm not going to sleep at all.
A family heartbroken while a boy's life hangs in the balance. This Ring video showing what appears to be 3 teens running into a car after Nazir was shot. His family not wanting to show their face, hoping someone recognizes them or the car.
And if the kids that go to the school know anything, just please say something so that we can make sure we catch them.
Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools tells WCNC the 17-year-old was shot after the school bus drove away. That bus stop turned crime scene as CMPD investigates what happened.
I just think it's sad that kids are toting guns and everything is being solved with guns. It's wrong. It's wrong.
Nazir is a senior at Rocky River High School. His family describing him as fun-loving.
He's literally a good kid. He was raised properly. He's a good kid.
The incident shocking not only loved ones, but neighbors too.
This never happens here. To my knowledge, it's never happened, nor will we expect it to happen. This is sad, very sad.
Welcome to the hood. Welcome to the hood.
They wasn't in the hood.
Exactly. It can happen anywhere, just like I said the last time. They wasn't in the hood either.
He just said that.
It can happen anywhere.
He just said
And that's
that.
why I said welcome to the hood. Because it happened in the hood regularly. But guess what? You don't hear the stories on it. This made a story, and he's like, oh my gosh, this doesn't happen over here. What happened in the hood on the regular? They need to cover more of it.
No, not really.
Yes, they do. Don't worry, I got y'all.
Well, you need to pull up some more bus stop stories then.
Why you say that?
The boy just got off the bus.
That's all he did. That's all he did. Got off the bus.
Bus pulled off and they started shooting him.
And killed him.
You tell me how many more stories you heard about like that.
I think he was
the
in critical
hood.
condition. Yeah, he in critical condition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Allegedly, you know, everything on my show is allegedly, but they just said he was in critical condition. So
Yeah, this don't normally happen in the hood like this.
what don't? That he got off the
People
bus?
just getting off the bus, getting shot.
What if it don't happen that quickly like that? It's because they feel like the bus driver still gonna see him. So, but yes, we have random shootings in the community of our black communities. Yes, we do. Now, over here in my community, no.
Did you hear what you said? Random. That wasn't a random. That was a chosen.
The way they just explained it.
Chosen.
The way they just explained
They
it, their
chose
son
him.
was a good son.
He was.
He don't do nothing wrong. He just got off the bus and they just started shooting at him.
All of that could have happened just
Could have
like
happened.
that.
Just like that. You're right.
Something could have been said at school.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't follow that damn bus home.
Or
They
it could have
had
been a
car.
girl. Or it could have been a girl.
Could have been a girl. You don't know what it was.
Don't know.
But they followed that damn bus and waited on him to get off that bus. They were in a car. They knew where he stayed at. They got off got out the car, ran around the corner, wherever they went, waited on the bus. He got off the bus, they shot him, and then we get the video of them running back.
Now, my other problem, Poolie, and everybody that's watching, Mr. Peaches and my Peaches, why didn't the driver, who ain't did nothing but drove them over there, he didn't get out.
Orchestrated it.
But let me finish. He didn't get out. He didn't shoot nobody. He didn't kill nobody. But he got out. But he drove them over there and drove off with them. Why didn't he have enough sense? Why the things that his parents should have taught him didn't stick to where he can tell these guys, I'm not finna drive this car.
He orchestrated it.
Oh, you feel like he was the ringleader.
You act like that.
I want y'all to go do the killing, and I'll be just the driver. That's it.
Y'all need to go get him.
I don't think that's not like that all the time. No,
He could have been the driver and the one that handed them the gun.
yeah, he could have. He could have. You're right. You're right. You're right.
We
He
don't
could
know.
have.
We don't know how old the driver is,
We don't know nothing about the driver.
but we know everybody else just ran to that car, probably about the same age as that boy on that bus.
And ran into the car. They was running so fast they ran into the car.
He couldn't turn around fast enough.
I don't know. I just don't get it. And maybe it's not for me to understand because I don't have that type of mentality.
Guns is not the answer.
It's not. It's not.
They're not the answer.
I don't know, y'all. But we're going to pray once again for all these families that I showed tonight that has lost a loved one. We pray for them all. You all can follow me because we finna end the show. So, let me put my banner up. You know, I got a banner for everything, y'all. And we got some comments before we go, too. We got some comments. So, let's get to the comments right quick. Where do we leave off at? Right here. BG. He ordered the 10-year-old. He ordered the headset from his mother's Amazon account after he killed her. Yes. He asked her for it. She said no. And you know, one of the things that I heard,
and then ordered them.
but one of the things that I heard on one of the videos that made sense was it's like Christmas is right around the corner. Sunshine. Sunshine on all her snow fear. Christmas is right around the corner. What if she was gonna buy it for him for Christmas and just wasn't gonna buy it for him right now?
I wasn't waiting for Christmas.
He
I
wanted it
want 'em
right now.
now.
And get it for me right now.
Probably told him I'd get him for Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? Duncan said yesterday, 2 blocks away, some teenagers shot up 4 cops. None of them died, but they're still looking for the kids. Oh my goodness. You need to oh, you following me on YouTube. Put in the comment on YouTube exactly where this is at so I can go ahead and do some research. Julie said, I agree, Pooley. I agree, Pooley. Duncan, I hear gunshots every night. Duncan, are you in the hood? I mean, ain't nothing wrong. I'm just asking. Pooley, don't laugh. Because I was serious. You know, because she says she's in Aurora, Colorado. Colorado. Duncan said, I don't think his parents taught him those things, the missus. Some parents are just parents by biology. By biology. But kids only care about things. But you want to buy your kids things. So if your kids only care about things, you just don't buy them nothing at all? What you think, Poozy?
Do I have it?
Yeah, you got it.
Well, I guess you can have it. If you deserve it.
If you deserve it. Okay. They don't understand that. They don't understand consequences yet.
You don't give candy to bad kids.
Sure don't.
Okay.
Got a bag of it over here. Let my kids act up some type of way. Can I get no?
That candy there just so I can say no.
Exactly. Exactly. BG said the woman whose 10-year-old killed her was a mental health professional, and yet her son was abusing animals and setting fires. Classic psychopath. Watch tomorrow. Watch tomorrow from 3 to 5. I got the update. Watch tomorrow. I know exactly what BG talking about. I'm in the center of the hood. She said she in the center of it, baby. So I get it. I get it. I remember, y'all. I remember I ain't gonna say not too long ago, probably about a year ago. The guy across the street from me, they don't live over there no more, but they was across the street from us. And I'm sitting on the couch, and something happened with a girl that was living over there, the daughter, and she had a boyfriend and a baby daddy. And the boyfriend came over there or something. You don't remember that? And I told you they got the shooting going up and down the street at each other because you the one that came and told me that it was her boyfriend or so, her baby daddy that came over there. And her new boyfriend was there. You don't remember? Oh, it's okay. But the people we gave the furniture to, those people. You don't know who we gave the furniture to? Liam mama. We gave them the furniture.
Oh, you talking about that little incident?
Yes. I'm about to say, don't make me look bad on here. But yes, that incident. And they was literally shooting going up that street. And I've been over here where I'm at for a minute. So I wouldn't expect that at all. At all. And I'm like, oh my God, they shooting. It's summertime. I got the windows open and everything. I had to duck. And I could just see them. It was just crazy. It was crazy. So, Duncan, I see where I understand where you're coming from. I feel like I'm in the center too. I'm not in it. I'm on the outskirts. We're on the outskirts. Well, y'all, I appreciate y'all. You know, I got to end it with a couple commercials. I also want to end it with telling y'all, if you know something, please say something. Please say something. And we are still looking for family members to come on the show to tell their loved one's story that was murdered through gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, or even by the police. And also missing person cases just as well. So, and also, oh my goodness, I'm glad I said missing case in person. Not that one. This one. If you have seen Madonna's Cosby in Saginaw, Michigan, please call Saginaw Police. He is missing. The phone number is 989-759-1289. And if you go in YouTube or even on Facebook, but I prefer you go on YouTube. But if you go on YouTube and search, you'll see the story with Madonna's mom on the show. So again, if you see Madonna's Cosby, please call Saginaw Police 989-759-1289. And for all the stories that we showed tonight, if you know something, please say something. It's so, so important. Don't forget to like and share this video. Okay? Duncan says, stay safe. Stay safe. BG says, stay safe, Duncan. Girl, you need to tell us too. No, I'm just playing. We all need to be staying safe. I don't care where we live at. Stay safe. Stay safe. Hey, Mimi. My piece said, good show tonight, baby. Good show tonight. Thank y'all so much. We're going to end this show letting y'all know about the surprise that I had and also the flyers. And then y'all got to listen to my babies. Here we go. Hey, it's your girl, the Missus, and I got a surprise, a big, huge announcement just for y'all. I'm so excited to tell y'all this news. I'm so excited. Okay, so I've been trying to figure out how am I going to tell everybody what I'm going to do, what I'm going to say. I didn't know how to say it. So what I decided to do, shout out to Fred, baby. Shout out to Fred. Fred made me a flyer to show y'all. So here we go. Roku TV, baby. Roku TV. The missus with the kisses, baby. I will have my own network, PGT Time Network, on Roku TV. When I tell y'all, that's big. Okay? That's big. Nancy Grace, I'm coming for you, girl. I'm coming for you, Nancy Grace. I'm coming. I'll see y'all later. We got to get back to this show. I'm sure Jason got a lot to say, and so do I. Bye.
Let's talk about real life issues. Love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Yeah. Celebrities. Let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT Time. PGT Time. Tune in on PGT Time. PGT Time. Come join us on PGT Time. PGT Time. Join us on PGT Time. PGT Time. Yeah.
PGT Time.